Here is my 7-point investor list for concept businesses. Now, a concept business is something that has not had any sales and has not really taken off the ground. It is basically the idea of the business. It's a concept. Oftentimes, clients will ask me what they should be looking for to invest in a concept business, and this is going to help you. Also, if you have an idea for a business and you don't know how to get over that hurdle to make sure that people can invest in that business of yours, this is going to help you. And I will count down from the least to most important. So coming in at number 7 is the capital investment so far in that business by the founder. So whoever's presenting you that business, what is their capital investment in it, and how much have they raised for that business? This is really important because it's going to determine the approach, the plan that is going to take, or that has to happen for that business to be successful. The next is the business concept owner's skills and knowledge of business. If they've had past experience, the more, obviously, the better. And if they have a lot of skills in business or knowledge, the better. So you have to assess that. Coming in at number 5 is understanding your competitive landscape. So you have to have a competitive analysis of everyone in your marketplace so that you also can position yourself properly so that the business is going to succeed. So competitive analysis is number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the product or service quality. Obviously that's important because the consumer is the end user or end buyer of that product or service, and therefore it should be of good quality. You should get your money's worth, right? At number 3 is the product or service viability. In this particular case, if it's something brand new, maybe it's a brand new concept that's not out there in the marketplace, then you want to test it out. You want to do surveys and different tests to see how potential customers are going to react to that product or service. At number 2, you want to have the assessment of how easy it is to connect to a potential buyer. So is it going to take a lot of money, a lot of effort? Are there barriers to contacting your potential customers? So obviously the easier it is to contact your potential customers, the better it is, and the more success that business is likely going to have. And lastly, coming in at number 1 is your knowledge support. So you want to make sure that you have an accountant that you may like, that you want to work with, as well as a business expert, because there's a lot of things that no matter what you do and what you know, there's a lot that you don't know. And so your knowledge support team is at number 1. They're going to allow you to make sure that you avoid a lot of costly mistakes if you were to do it by trial and error. And this is something that a lot of people do. So make sure that number 1 is your knowledge support team. So looking at all of these 7 points is going to give you a real good sense of whether this business is about to or can take off, and if it has a good chance at success. So make sure that you do this for yourself if you have a concept, and also obviously if people come to you, that you go through this checklist so that you understand the business and how likely it is to succeed. If you like this kind of content, please follow me. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.